I gotta say, Jeff's been really, really focused and dialed in for the last year. He's been training harder than I've ever seen. Honestly, I wish I knew what he was doing it for.
Jesse, you want some of this? It's really good.
Should have known.
What's up, guys? Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Finally, 364 days. I made it. I got my carrot cake. I had my cheat meal. Now today I'm going to show you how my cheat meal, and my one cheat meal a year, is what is exactly you're going to need in order to lose not 5 pounds of fat, but 50 pounds of fat. But stick with me. Stick with me, because it's going to be a lot more doable than you think. You see, that video that I did make about how to lose 5 pounds of fat, you should have learned quickly that nutrition will dictate the body fat levels that you have and carry year round. There's no secret exercise, there's no amount of reps that you do of that secret exercise that can overcome a bad diet. But beyond that, when you need to lose more than that, when you need to lose up to 50 pounds of fat, what is it that you need to do? Well, let's start sort of where you might think I would start, and that's you gotta eat 5 ounces of broccoli in the morning, you have to eat maybe 10 ounces of asparagus for lunch, and you have to eat maybe a little bit of iceberg lettuce for dinner. Guys, forget all that nonsense. That is not what you're looking for. That is not what you need to hear. I promise you I'm going to give you exactly what you need to hear, and you have to believe me that it is the truth that you need to hear. No recommendation of how to eat like a rabbit. That's not what you're going to need to have in order to be successful. Because whatever I would tell you to eat is going to be drastically different than, let's say, one of my athletes that I'm training. What they would eat in a day to keep them ripped and lean all year could make you fat. Their activity levels are different, their dimensions are different, the levels of muscularity are different. We have to give you a strategy, a real world, real strategy, a no BS strategy that would work for you year round. And that's what I talk about here on this channel. It's always been about not just losing weight, being lean, whatever. It's about keeping it year round. Guys, I can stand up here just because I have a shirt on doesn't mean that I can't show what I have 365 days a year. Everybody that uses our programs can do the same damn thing. They don't just lose weight, they keep it off. They don't just gain muscle, they keep it. That's what I think is the huge difference behind what we do. And that's what I always will preach to you. So now, what is that truth? What is the real thing you should be seeking? It's the fact that my cheat meal doesn't feel like a cheat meal. Because once you determine that you actually enjoy the way you're eating, then there is no such thing as a cheat meal. Think about it. The cheat meal mentality is derived from the fact that you're cheating away from the thing that you don't like doing. And most of us are stuck in some eating plan that we don't like doing. The foods that we're eating at the moment are the things that we are compromising on, that we're depriving ourselves of, which makes the cheating stuff more appealing. So what I'm telling you is, stop doing that to yourself. Stop making yourself feel like you're craving the cheat meals because you hate the shit that you're eating on a daily basis. I never do that. I've never done that in my entire life. What I've identified and what I want you to do is identify meals you actually like. Take meals. Start at breakfast. Maybe it's bacon, egg, and cheese. Maybe it's a bowl of oatmeal with walnuts and brown sugar and whipped cream and whatever it is that you like, actually like. And if you don't know how to review them yourselves for the nutritional content, in other words, is it a nutritional meal? Is it nutritious? Is it worth a damn? Especially, does it align with your goals of building muscle and burning fat? If you don't know how to do that, ask a friend or ask somebody else that can do, or look it up online. You're going to be able to find the information about whether that's a good meal or not. Once you've identified that meal, and it's a good one, because there's always going to be meals that you enjoy eating. I promise you that. Don't think that your only meal options are boiled carrots and steamed broccoli and chicken with no flavor. Like, that is so gone. That mentality is so old. That is gone with the Arnold era. Okay? You don't have to do that to be even contest ready. Some guys would say, oh, Jeff, you should compete. I'm not interested, believe me. But I do carry low enough body fat levels that I can, allow myself to look a certain way, and I don't deprive myself. Every single night, here's the truth. I eat frozen yogurt, I said, every night. A bowl of frozen yogurt, probably about that big, with whipped cream on top. I eat carbs like they're going out of style. I eat pasta, I eat potatoes. I eat big portions of rice. I don't really worry about how much of it that I'm eating. I eat foods that I enjoy. And when I do that, and when you do that, then all of a sudden this cheat mentality doesn't exist. So what happens with the carrot cake? Why is that my cheat meal? No, guys, it's when I choose to eat. When you stop looking at it as this dichotomy between bad stuff and good stuff, or things I don't like and things I really want to have, then all of a sudden it doesn't become anything other than I just choose to have that. And I choose to have that on my birthday. Now, could I eat it? I could eat it every week. I promise you I could eat it every week and still look the same here. I just don't choose to do that. I actually enjoy the other foods more. And I feel that the other foods align myself a little bit better with the goals that I'm trying to achieve. And you could do the same thing. But the point is this: the sooner you stop thinking cheat meals, the sooner you start thinking, I'm going to choose to have this because I want to have it, and the sooner you identify things that you like that you can live on, then this is all going to be so damn easy. I promise you. And a matter of fact, when you do make these changes, you're going to see these changes stick around for the long term. Not for just this little period of time, not so I can go make a YouTube video or cluster a bunch of YouTube videos together where I look lean and then stop making them for a few months. None of that. I would be able to stand here for you guys as a leading example of how it's done, and that you can see that too. And guess who else is actually doing it? I showed Jesse up here. He's not doing anything magical. I'm not reserving the tricks for him and keeping him away from you guys. He's doing the same damn thing. He's completely changed the way he eats. It's become a lifestyle for him. And it's really, really simple. Now, I'll leave you with one last note. If you are the guy who intends to continue to do what I'm telling you not to do, at least do this. I'm going to give you a tip too, an actionable tip. If you're going to have this mentality of the cheat stuff, the good stuff, versus the stuff that's your diet stuff that you're temporarily doing, at least do this. Don't pair two bad ones in a row. Start by doing that. Try to make a good choice and then your bad choice, and a good choice and then a bad choice. And evaluate what that does. If you have 50 pounds of fat to lose, it might get you down to 35 pounds of fat to lose. Just that one change. Now, as you see that happening and you're getting encouraged by those results, now say, well, what if I just string 2 good meals together and then a bad one, and then 2, and then a bad one, and then 2. And you drop that down, all of a sudden you're down 25 pounds of fat. Let that be the inspiration for you to start realizing that the more good choices you make, and I mean good choices that you like, then the more success is going to be in your future. And the long-term success is going to be in your future, and that's where it's all about. Guys, if you're looking for a plan that lays it all out, the same thing, no secrets, nothing different. It's what I do. Okay? And it's what all the guys on our program do, and it's how they get success and keep it off. We lay it all out for you, meal by meal, day by day. And by the way, I'll leave you with one other thing too, because I hear this all the time, but Jeff, intermittent fasting, that's the way to go. Maybe it is. Maybe it is for you. But that doesn't change any of what I just said. All that's doing is changing the window in which you're eating. But it doesn't change how you look at food. Think about how you're eating in that period. Make the choices based on finding food that fuels you and that you enjoy, and stop thinking about, oh, well, I'm going to cheat now. No, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Change your mentality, and you'll change the way you look, I promise you, year-round. The ATHLEAN-X Factor Meal Plan is in our ATHLEAN-X programs. You can find the right program for you by clicking on the link below this video. And it will take you to our program selector in just a couple minutes. It will get you the program that's most aligned with the goals that you're trying to achieve right now. Likely, if you're watching this video, it's probably our Max Shred program. In the meantime, if you found the video helpful and truthful, I'll always give you the truth, guys. You know that. And the helpful, honest, this is what you need to do truth. Make sure you leave your thumbs up below. And let me know what else you want me to cover here in these videos. And I promise you I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. All right, guys. See you soon.